Evans, your new patient is here, Mr. Patrick.
Fine, fine, Gretchen. Send him in.
You can come in now. Dr. Evans, is it okay if I go home now? It's going to take me hours to get home in a swing.
I know. I would like you to wait, though, and watch the phone. It's Mr. Patrick's first visit, and I don't want to be interrupted.
Of course, Dr. Evans.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Patrick. Won't you sit down? My secretary tells me that you were referred by Dr. Baird.
That's right.
I don't think I know a Dr. Baird. Is he an MD?
Yeah, that's right.
Were you having a medical problem?
Yeah, but he couldn't fix him, so he said I should talk to you.
Good. How old are you, Mr. Patrick?
Why? What difference does that make? Listen, I don't have time for all this junk. I need help.
All right. How can I help you?
I can't eat. I can't sleep. My wife left me.
Do you know why she left you?
She said she was afraid of me. She kept saying that I was violent.
Are you violent?
I don't know. But I never meant to hurt her. Or anybody else either.
Did you hurt her?
I don't know. Maybe I did.
Are you saying you don't remember if you hurt her?
No, I remember. I guess I did hurt her. But I didn't mean to hurt her. I didn't want to hurt her.
What did you do?
You've got to help me, Dr. Evans. You've got to make me stop doing it.
We all get angry. And sometimes it's easier to blame it on somebody else, to lash out. But the truth is, we do have charge of our own feelings.
But that's what makes me so mad. See, I am not in charge. My wife...
How do you feel about your wife?
She's trash. She's a liar and she is garbage. She tried to tell me that I tried to choke her once. But I didn't do it.
You said yourself that you were violent with your wife.
I know I would remember if I tried to choke her. But I don't remember.
Excuse me.
Where are you going?
I'm going to check with my secretary about something. Just be a minute. I guess she has stepped out for a moment. Excuse me, I'm going to call the switchboard and have them hold my calls.
I guess the storm's knocked out the phone lines.
Yes, I guess they have, but they'll be repaired soon, I'm sure.
You're a very attractive woman, Dr. Evans.
Thank you.
See, I'm glad that you're pretty. There's a reason why I picked a woman doctor, you know. A very special reason.
Mr. Patrick, why did you choose me if you've lost your trust in women?
Well, I didn't pick any woman doctor. I picked you. What's the matter, Doc? You, nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. Why did you choose me?
Well, I heard you on your radio show. You sounded like you knew your stuff. I thought you could help me.
I thought you said Dr. Baird referred you.
Oh, yeah, well, he listens to your show also.
I see.
You know, I bet you help a lot of sickos out there.
Yes, I try to.
You have a nice, sexy radio voice. Dr. Evans.
I'm very glad you've been listening.
Oh, sure. My wife and I, we listen to your program all the time. She gets a kick out of some of the calls that you get.
You and your wife listen? I thought you said your wife left you.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I get confused.
Which is it? Did she leave you or did she not leave you?
Don't push me, lady. Now, I don't like to be pushed. See, I don't like getting caught in a lie. You're a pretty sharp cookie, you know that? Very sharp. You don't miss much, do you?
That's what I'm trained for.
I knew I'd made the right choice. I knew it a long time ago. But when I heard your pretty speech today at the memorial service in the hospital chapel, that cinched it.
I didn't know you were there.
Oh, yes, I was there. I liked what you said. Her laughter won't fill our halls anymore, but her memory will. That was very nice. Where are you going, Doc?
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm sorry, Dr. Evans. Very sorry. You're such a pretty lady.
Now, I want you out of here. I want you to wait outside the door. Go ahead.
Cool it, Don. The lady can stay.
What the hell?
Where'd that guy who sits behind a desk all day long learn how to throw a punch like that?
You lousy bum.
I was only trying to show her she needs protection, man.
You scared the woman at the death.
Yeah, well, sometimes shock therapy is the only thing that works.
Well, you went a little too far. How the hell did you get in here anyway?
I made an appointment. But I could have walked in right off the street, silk scarf, sneakers, and
I
all.
don't give a damn about your silk scarf. You shove the scarf down your throat. You're out of line, Brady. You're way out of line.
Brady?
That's right, Doc. Detective Roman Brady.
I don't believe this.
Well, I'm sorry if you don't approve of my methods. But maybe now you'll see how stupid you've been for refusing police protection. You're one easy target, lady. And you're very lucky you're still alive.
No, you're the one that's lucky to be alive.
You've forgotten she's been pretty damn uncooperative so far. You and Abe Carver have both struck out with her. And somebody needed to make her see the light. Now, I have some long-range plans for one Dr. Marlena Evans, and I want to keep her alive.
Oh, you got some long-range plans, do you?
Don't get all steamed up. I'm not talking about social plans with your ex-wife.
I don't like you playing games, Roman.
I only play games when they're necessary, like tonight. Listen, I'm really sorry if I went too far, Doc. But you've got to admit that you've been wrong. Now, you need 24-hour protection.
Where do you think you're going?
To order a guard.
No way.
You can't be serious.
Then you don't know me very well.
Marlena,
Now, both of you shut up. I've got something that I want to say, and you will both listen to this. Oh, thank you for bringing me home.
No problem. Is she gonna be all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Really.
Where's Johnny?
He's staying with Joshua for a while.
I really would rather stay in a hotel, you know. I don't like the idea of the strangler being out on the loose.
Don, I'm a big girl now.
Yeah. Roman's right, you know.
Don't talk to me about Roman Brady, please.
You are such a stubborn person.
Haven't changed.
Maybe in some ways. But in others?
Good night, Don.
Good night, Marlene. Double lock the door.
Right, got it. I'll do that.
Marlena!
Mr. Patrick.
What are you doing here?
Giving you the protection you need.
What are you talking about?
You refused police protection? That's tough. You got it, as of now.
Oh, no, I don't.
You know, if you hadn't made such a racket out there, if you'd opened the door right away.
Don't do that. Don't take those things off.
Jeez, I hope I didn't wake up your kid.
No, don't you worry about my kid.
Well, whatever you say.
Good. What I say is get out.
Can't do that.
You have to.
Nope. I'm not going anywhere. I am staying right here all night.
I think you're crazy.
Well, I've been caught worse things in my life.
I bet you have.
Oh, don't worry about me, Doc. I brought my own food. But I do have one request.
Oh, please, tell me, what is it?
Go to bed. I could use a good night's sleep.
Fine. Good night, Detective Brady. Oh, who is it?
Don.
Don, I'm not quite awake yet.
Marlene is aboard.
All right.
Hi. Here's your paper.
Oh.
Sorry to get you up so early, but I couldn't wait. What in the world is going on here?
Welcome to the YMCA.
Who is that in the sleeping bag?
It looks like Detective Roman Brady to me.
How do you think I
I
feel?
want this ridiculous man out of my apartment and out of my life.
He stay here all night?
What does it look like?
You let him stay here all night?
I didn't have much choice, Don. He was going to put a guard on my door, and I said no. And then he said he was going to bunk in here until I changed my mind.
He's bunking in all right. He's in the sleeping bag.
You got an amazing grasp of the obvious.
I don't believe that guy. He must be out of his mind.
I think he is. I really think he is, Don. And if you don't get him out of my apartment, I'm going to call the police.
Marlena, he is the police.
Don't start wisecracking.
Look, will you listen to me a second?
No, you listen to me. I have been hearing for weeks and weeks and weeks about this fool. I mean, about this wonderful detective who was going to solve the Strangler
If
case.
he's anything, he's not a fool. I gotta tell you that.
I've had enough bedtime stories, Don. I'm not buying it anymore.
Did he come on to you?
Don't be
If
ridiculous.
he come on to you, I'll have him busted. I'll bust him. I'll tell you right now.
Stop this. I feel like everybody is going crazy all of a sudden.
Or maybe he's just worried about you. That's the only way I can figure it.
I am just sick and tired of being treated like a child and watched over. I'm a grown woman, Dawn. I can take care of myself. And I'm tired of my personal life and my professional life being under some kind of microscope. Do you understand me?
What are you whispering about?
What?
I said, what are you whispering about?
Because one of Salem's finest is still sleeping on my floor.
Well, maybe I'll give him a swift kick where it hurts so he knows how to get up.
Good. Do it. Do it.
Good morning, all.
You know something? You're very cute first thing in the morning. I never realized that.
Oh, Mr. D.A., what a surprise. Have you been here all night, too?
Sometimes.
I haven't been on one of those since I was Boy Scout.
I think your Boy Scout days are finally over.
Not until she lets me put Charlie out there on the front doorstep 24 hours a day. Where can I store my gear, ma'am?
What do you mean, where can you store your gear?
I'm staying here again tonight, unless she changes her mind.
I got a suggestion where you can stick that gear.
Well, will you two listen to yourselves,
You looking for
please?
trouble with me, Roman? I'll
Don,
give it to you.
don't be ridiculous. please.
Okay, you're the boss, Mr. D.A. Just get your ex-wife to agree to a guard out front, round clock, and we'll forget about me and my sleeping bag.
There is no way I'm going to have a guard on my front door.
Then I guess I stay. Tonight and every night until she comes to her senses. You know, I never did really like being a Boy Scout. Your floor's kind of hard.
I'm so sorry. Look, if you two gentlemen would like a cup of coffee, maybe you could go down to the local coffee shop. It's my day off. I want to spend it off.
You mean the local YMCA doesn't come with bed and breakfast?
I want you both to know that I am not going to spend my day off slaving over a hot stove, not to make you breakfast and not to make you coffee.
Okay. I have to go to the office. I'm not leaving till the Boy Scout leaves.
I need some breakfast first. least you could do is lend me a can opener.
A can opener?
Yeah, I got some K rations in a can in here someplace. I can make my own coffee, too, if you'll let me plug into your electric current.
Don't try it.
You mean you're not even going to let me plug in a hot plate?
Okay, try it. See what happens.
I'm sure the whole place will probably blow up.
I am going into my kitchen of my apartment. I am going to make breakfast of eggs and toast and bacon and some nice, hot, fresh coffee. And when I get done, I want both of you gone.
No wonder you divorced her. You know, my jaw still hurts.
Where's Don?
Oh, he had an appointment. He couldn't stay for breakfast.
He wasn't invited.
That's right, he wasn't. Say, thanks a lot for the use of the bathroom, Doc. You're all heart. Oh, that coffee smells awful good. You know, I can't start a day right without a good cup of coffee.
Why don't you help yourself?
Oh, I don't want to impose.
I made it for you. Oh, I have a tray of my own in the kitchen.
You're kidding. You know, that looks good enough to eat.
Well, I couldn't very well let a man spend the night at my apartment and let him eat breakfast out of a tin can, now could I?
You're full of surprise, you know that? I didn't think that lady doctors knew how to cook.
You'd be surprised what lady doctors can do.
I might be at that.
Why don't you eat your eggs before they're cold?
Yes, ma'am. What about you? Are you going to eat by yourself out there in the kitchen?
You... That sounds kind of silly, doesn't it?
I'll tell you what. I will take the sports section and you can have the rest of the paper. Okay? We don't even have to talk to each other.
Okay. You got a deal.
Hey, you know what, Doc?
What?
Now, I have probably ruined your reputation by staying here all night. I am terribly sorry about that.
I wouldn't worry about it. Gives the neighbors something to talk about.
Do all your ex-husbands show up in the morning to check up on you?
I only have one.
He still loves you?
No, actually, Don is remarried, and he loves his wife.
Oh, sure. That's why he comes over and checks you out every morning.
Is any of my private life going to stay private around you?
No, not if I can help it. Thank you. You know, that was one good breakfast.
Thank you.
You're not too liberated that you don't enjoy cooking for a man, I see. Or is it just you automatically cook biscuits every morning for breakfast?
Automatically. They're prefab.
Oh, tasted homemade?
Bakery.
Could have fooled me.
I know I could have. But I didn't want you to get the wrong impression. I made breakfast for myself and for you because you're... Well, you're a guest in my home.
Uninvited.
Very uninvited, but a guest nonetheless.
You know, I kind of thought that Johnny would join us for breakfast.
Johnny's not here.
Oh?
Johnny is on a camping trip with a friend of his. He should be back sometime today. Well, do you know everything there is to know about me?
I've got quite a file on you, yes.
What is it filed under? Lady Shrink?
Lady Doc.
Oh, my friend Maggie was... Oh, I forgot all about that.
Oh, you want me to hide in the closet?
Maybe we can just tough it out. Here's my reputation to think of, though. Hello. Hi.
Sweetie, you might have to see it for my day off.
Hope we're not keeping you from something.
Counselor?
Roman, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just having some breakfast. This must be your wife.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Actually, it's my fault. I spent the night last night, and I haven't had a chance to put my sleeping bag away yet. Where should I put this, dear?
This looks pretty strange, huh?
Well, you don't owe us any explanation.
Maybe we should come back another time.
So listen, if you folks will excuse me, I think I'll take a shower.
Oh, please, make yourself right at home.
Listen, Mickey, now, I don't want you and your wife to get the wrong idea here.
Oh, well, how could we possibly do that?
I mean about the sleeping bag and all. All right, the truth is, and I might as well just be blunt with the lady doctor here. Last night, I noticed that someone had tampered with the door lock over there. Now, that is why I insisted on spending the night.
Oh, Marlena.
Well, Joshua, just put that lock in. That's brand new.
Well, the lock has been tampered with, Doc.
So it looks like you're gonna need a new one.
What she needs is a man around the house. Now, will you try and talk her into a guard, Mickey, please? Or I'm going to have to stay here until she comes to her senses.
That man is impossible. He really is very impossible. I like to think of myself as a fairly emancipated woman, you know, and this crazy man has got my life all turned upside down.
Well, you know, Roman is the very best detective that the city has.
Well, then, heaven help the city, huh?
No, I'm afraid Roman's gonna have to do that as far as the Strangler is concerned, so you're gonna have to maybe stop acting quite so independent. Maybe start listening to him a little bit more.
Mickey, are you turning against me?
Maybe so. You know, somebody's trying to get in here, and they're not just looking for your jewelry, my friend.
Will you stop frightening her, Mickey?
Somebody has got to do it, or maybe one of these mornings we're going to find her with a scarf around her neck.
Maybe we shouldn't have come over here, Marlena. You've got enough on your mind without listening to our troubles.
Maggie, it's not you. It's that man in that shower. He's really starting to get to me.
Well, I can understand. I mean, there hasn't been so much man in this house since Don moved out.
Finding out how Tom and Alice feel about the surrogate mother program. They did know that you would have to give up the baby.
Yeah, we all knew, Marlena. Guess that's why I'm so confused and ashamed.
We still intend to honor the contract. We felt we had to talk to you one more time.
Mickey, I know how your parents feel. They're having to give up 2 grandchildren now. I know how you feel, too. You've got 2 babies that are suddenly a reality to you. We tried to prepare you for that.
I know I don't think it's something that anyone can do, not really.
I want you both to know whatever happens, I'm with you. And if that means going to Neil or going to the hospital attorneys, then we will.
Not yet. We just wanted you to know what's in our hearts, that's all.
The final decision has to be made before I give birth. I can't stand seeing the babies without knowing one way or the other.
Then you better do some soul searching, both of you. Maggie, there's a man out there, and he and his wife are waiting for their child. And if it's going to be twins, we have to let them know. Excuse me. Hello. Hello? Who's calling, please? I can hear somebody on the line. It's him.
Keep him talking. Keep him talking.
They're going to try to trace the call.
Hello?
You really disappoint me, Dr. Evans.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. How have I disappointed you?
I've been watching your apartment. A man stayed there overnight. Don't try to deny it.
I do not have to deny or confirm anything. We're talking about my personal life. If you need some professional help, that is something else. I do want to
You're
help
a
you.
tramp like all the other girls I had to kill.
What?
Damn, it wasn't long enough for a trace. Listen, I am not letting the Lady Doc out of my sight. That maniac is out to her the first chance he gets.
What do you say?
It's not so much what he said, it's the way he sounded. I really don't understand what's going on.
Do you want to talk about it?
I think maybe I should, if you've got a few minutes.
I can find a few minutes for you. Why don't you wait in my office? I'll be right there.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Roman, you forgot to give me those files.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Oh, yes, so I did. Sorry about that.
Well, that's all right. I guess you have a lot on your mind.
Well, maybe we could analyze why I'm becoming so forgetful.
I don't think you need a doctor to analyze that. I think that you just want an excuse to see Marlena again. And it worked.
I think I've been caught with my hand in the cookie jar.
Some things never change, especially little boy tricks.
Alice, you're an incorrigible matchmaker. And I would like to see you in my office in a few minutes, if I may. Maria's down there, and she's a little bit upset.
Oh, what's wrong?
I think it's something to do with Alex. I'll be in my office. Thank you. Alice?
Oh, thank you, Marlena.
Marie, have you tried to get close to Alex?
Yes, I have tried, but he has been so distant and so very difficult.
Then I think if you love him and you want him, you're going to have to fight for him.
I couldn't agree more.
Yep. I think what you need to do is let Alex know how jealous you get of other women and that you will not tolerate any game playing in this relationship.
Look, I think you're both right. It's just that I don't know how to do it.
Oh, nonsense, Marie. You know that as well as any of us.
But you... I don't know, you managed to hide it.
It's strange, you know, I had dinner with Neil one night, and I know he was trying to tell me exactly the same thing.
You see? And Neil Kurtner certainly knows a beautiful woman.
Well, I guess I could use some new clothes. Okay, I'll do it. I just hope Alex is ready for the new me.
That's the spirit.
Well, I'm not sure if he's ready for it, but I know he's going to love it.
Yeah? Oh, thank you, Marlena.
Anytime.
Hello, Roman.
Miss Zorn?
Come on, Marie. We have plans to make.
Oh, hi, Roman.
Marie? What was all that about?
Oh, just girl talk. Come on in. I hope I haven't kept you waiting too long.
Oh, no. Haven't you heard? I've got all the time in the world.
I know that you can't do anything in an official capacity.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Why don't we get started?
All right. Fine. I noticed that you had narrowed the files down to men that had been convicted of a violent crime for emotional reasons.
Well, it seemed like the logical thing to do under the circumstances. I mean, I don't think we're going to find our strangler involved in a white-collar crime like embezzlement.
No, I agree about that. But this man has gotten away with murder for quite some time now. I think he must be of above-average intelligence.
Maybe so. But I still think we should eliminate crimes of passion first before we start picking on petty thieves and corporate manipulators.
Fine. You know, you have a number of possibilities.
Yeah, but, what about your files?
What about them?
Well, I'm more interested in your files than I am with mine, Doc. You see, I'm pretty familiar with most of the cases in there, and I don't think any of them could be the strangler. Can you say the same thing about yours?
Well, no, I couldn't really say anything, for sure.
You mean you won't say anything? Now, what would happen if you should find someone in those files, someone you knew could be a suspect? Do you think you could analyze him out of killing again?
No, no, I never said that.
Well, didn't you learn anything when I pretended to be the strangler and waltzed right into this office and had you alone in here? Oh, I'm sorry. Listen.
Oh. Oh.
What would you have done if I really had been the strangler?
I don't know.
Here.
Oh. Thank you.
Well, can I see that?
Yes.
Okay, why don't you pick the restaurant?
How about my place? I could cook.
Well, I could bring the wine.
All right, that's all right.
Yeah. What about Johnny?
Johnny, is over at Joshua's still.
I see.
I've got to talk to Valerie, so I think we should just wrap this up for now.
Yeah, okay.
Get right down to what business?
I want to know everything you know about this patient that the both of you seem so interested in. What's his name, Eugene Bradford?
We're not interested in any patients. We've only been going over some of Marlena's files.
All right, let's just knock off this tennis ball routine, okay? Now, I want you to listen to me, and you listen good. If either one of you decides to play amateur detective or even tries to walk across the street without checking first with myself or Abe Carver, so help me God, I will have you run in on so many charges that you'll be in jail till hell freezes over. Now, do you understand me?
Terrible damage to a man who's emotionally unbalanced if we turn him over to the police.
Don already knows the man's name.
I know. That's why I've got to work fast to find out the truth.
Marlena.
I'm going to call the restaurant where Eugene works.
Marlena, don't.
Look, if Eugene Bradford is the killer, I've got to tell the police. But I've got to be sure about it first.
You checked out for the day.
Well, we had, but we came back to work on some files. We'll be in my office and don't want to be disturbed.
Unless it's an emergency.
Okay, I'll take messages, but I won't put any calls through.
Great. Thanks, Kayla.
Okay, I'm going off in a bit, so I'll let my relief know that you don't want to be bothered unless it's an emergency.
All right, now, Don Craig or Abe Carver may be looking for me, so if they are, just tell them that I'm not here.
Okay, got it.
Thanks. You told me there are marital problems.
Yeah, well, I guess so.
It's not something you guess about, Gene. If there are problems, let's talk about them.
My wife doesn't want me.
Has she said so?
She turns away from me when we go to bed at night. She seems to fall asleep, but I know she's pretending.
How can you tell?
The way she breathes.
I see. Why do you think she pretends to be sleeping?
She doesn't want me to make love to her.
How long has that been going on?
A couple of years.
Have you tried to talk to her about it?
No, not really.
Why not?
Well, we can't talk about sex. We never have. For her, that's something that happens when the room is dark.
I'm sorry, Gene. It's a difficult situation for a man to have to live with.
I hate her sometimes, you know. She makes it all so dirty. We never make love in the daylight.
I'll never forget that session. He cried for an hour. I held him in my arms, and he just cried without ever making a sound.
And 6 months later, he strangled his wife.
Val, is this our killer?
I don't know.
You know, it's a terrible thing to accuse somebody of murder when you're not sure. I can't do that. I can't turn this man over to the police unless I am sure that he is the strangler.
I don't know, Marlena. It would be very dangerous to try to see this man alone.
You know, I called the restaurant. They said he was homesick. I'm glad you got his home address.
You can't go there by yourself. Now, promise me you won't do that.
Frighten the man off by calling him first. I'm going to stop by his apartment, tell him that I was concerned about him and that I wonder why he never came back as a patient.
I'm not going to let you do that, Marlena.
Val, you can't stop me.
I'm going to call Roman Brady.
You listen to me. I let you hear that tape as a professional confidence so that I wouldn't have to decide by myself about Eugene. And we both know that he's unbalanced. We don't know that he's homicidal.
For heaven's sake, he strangled his wife.
It doesn't mean he's strangling the other women in Salem.
Marlena.
Val, if you value our friendship and our professional association, don't use that phone after I leave.
Who's there?
It's Dr. Evans, Dr. Marlena Evans. Mr. Bradford, do you remember me? You were a patient of mine for a while.
Yeah, I remember you.
Well, I'd like to talk to you, if you'd open the door.
Go away, I don't have anything to say.
Well, it's really rather important. It'll just take a moment. Mr. Bradford?
I can't let you in here.
Please, just for a moment.
Why don't you go across the street to the park?
The park?
Yeah, the bench by the fountain. I'll meet you there in 10 minutes.
It's really dark over at the park. It would be a lot nicer to talk here where it's warm.
Go to the park. It's easier to talk out in the open.
All right. The park, in 10 minutes. Please don't forget, it's very important to me.
Miss Evans.
Oh, Gene, thank you for coming and talking to me.
Yeah, well, I didn't have anything else to do.
You know, you're right. It is a lot easier to talk out here in the fresh air.
I had to figure out a way to get out of my apartment anyway.
Don't you like it where you live?
It's all I can afford.
How do you feel about your job?
It's all right. Of course, people are suspicious of me when they figure out I've been in a mental hospital.
Well, we don't have to talk about that if you don't want to.
Why'd you come to see me anyway?
Well, I was thinking about you and I was concerned and I thought you might need a friend about now.
Yeah. I do need a friend. My wife was my friend.
Yes, I know. I know you loved her very much.
She's dead. Did you know that?
Yes, I heard about that.
I didn't mean to kill her.
I know you didn't.
I used to listen to your radio show.
You did?
Yeah. Tried to call you a couple of times. Thought it might help. Before it got to be too late. I've been thinking about you. It's like you read my mind.
Well, I was wondering if maybe you needed someone to talk to.
Yeah. I could use somebody to talk to.
Would you like to talk about your wife?
No. I didn't mean to kill her.
I know that. You said that you had been listening to my radio show.
Yeah, thought it might help.
Did you call me, Gene?
I needed help, you know. Now it's too late.
I don't think it is too late. I think that I can help you if you'll tell me what's wrong.
I can't. I hope you don't mind meeting me out here in the park because it's awfully cold.
No, it's fine. Why can't you tell me what's wrong?
I said it's too late. In any case, I've done some things.
What things? Gene, I really would like to help you, but I have to know what it is that you've done.
No. Look, that's why I couldn't let you into the apartment. I got some things on the walls.
What kind of things?
Newspaper clippings. Clippings about me.
Well, if they upset you, why do you have them there?
Because they're there to remind me. I got to see them every day to remind me of the things in which I have done.
Gene, can't you tell me what's wrong?
You know, there are certain things that are so terrible, you can't even talk about them.
Gene, what's the matter?
Did you hear those sirens? They're coming after me again.
Well, I heard them, but it doesn't mean they're coming after you.
I'm not going back to that place, Dr. Evans. I'm not going back to that place.
What? You mean the hospital?
Yeah. They got bars in the windows there. I can't live that way.
Well, maybe you wouldn't have to go back there.
Well, I do if they catch me. You've got to help me, Dr. Evans. You got to keep me from doing these terrible things.
Gene, I don't know what you've done. You never said what it was you've done.
You know, I can't. Just can't.
Gene, why don't we go back to my office? We could talk there. It's a lot warmer.
If I go back there, they're going to find me. You know, I don't want to hurt you.
I know.
I've got another place and it's safe.
No, I can't go anywhere with you, Gene. I'm sorry. I've got patients.
I said I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt another woman. I suggest you do what I say, all right?
All right. All right. Whatever you want.
All right. Well, hurry up. What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just making sure that my... Come on. Okay, I'm ready.
We're going home. We're safe.
Where are we, Gene?
We're home.
Home? This is your home?
It's not my home. It's our home.
Our home.
We were very happy here. Don't you remember?
Gene, why don't you put the knife away? We're safe now.
Well, not yet. They might have followed us.
No, I was watching, and it's all right.
Are you sure?
I was watching very carefully.
Gone. Welcome home, darling.
It's very nice here.
It's a wonderful house. We were very happy here.
Gene, we have to...
Don't call me Gene. You call me Eugene.
All right. Eugene, why don't you tell me what happened? What you did?
What?
Well, you said that you had done some terrible things.
You know, I almost forgot. Here we are in our honeymoon cottage, and I have forgotten to pick you up.
Gene, Gene, don't, please.
And walk you across the threshold.
Gene, don't, please, put me down. Please.
What do you think?
It's a very big house.
It's a great house. It's perfect for a honeymoon. Don't you think?
Gene, we have to talk.
Call me Eugene. My wife called me that.
All right. Eugene, now listen to me. We have to talk.
I don't want to talk. I just want to remember how it was. What we did. How it was.
I understand. Look, I don't remember a lot of it, so you're going to have to help me.
You don't remember?
No, it was a long time ago.
It's all right. I remember. It was the best time of my life.
Why? I mean, why was it the best time in your life?
Because you were the most beautiful, sensual woman I'd ever seen.
And we were very happy here.
Of course we were very happy. I mean, don't you remember any of this?
Well, no, I don't. What happened?
What do you mean?
Well, if we were very happy, what happened? Why did you get so angry at me?
It's because you laughed at me. You said things that really pained me. And I really ended up hating you.
What did I say? Eugene?
You know what you said.
No, I don't remember. Tell me.